What's up guys, in this video I'm going to teach you how to use arithmetic operations in Windows Forms applications and use those things in order to make a simple calculator which can perform the basic mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and stuff like that. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the project. So this is what we have created so far. We have just inserted the text box, a button and a label. So what we did in the last video was take the text from this text box and assign it to the label right here. So this is what we did. If I show a demonstration, if I type here something like hello, the text will pass to the global label, and also if I type world, it will also pass. So that's what we did. So it's pretty much easy, but I really encourage you to watch that video so that you get the knowledge about working with this stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete all of these things as I need to have a clear workspace to work. Now what I'm gonna do is design the form as I want. So what I will be doing is I will grab a text box like this. I will change its font size so we can see what the user is typing. Actually it's me typing. This is the first text box which user inputs the first number, and next I'm going to add a label to define the mathematical operation. I'll just put operation right like this and place it here, and also better increase the font size. No, it's about 20. I think we'll just put something like this. Do whatever you want, and I'm gonna copy this text box right here so we can enter the next number. So to insert the operation, I will add 4 buttons like this. This button will be for addition. Also change its font size, and also copy the button like this. So this is going to be minus, and also this is going to be multiplication, and also this is going to be division. So what I'm gonna do is I will create event handlers for each of these buttons. Whenever when we click on this button, this label will change to plus sign, and yes, we need another label to display the result, of course. So I'll just put here the equal mark. So when we click on this sign, the first number and the second number will be added, and the result will be displayed on this label. Also meanwhile this label will change to the operation. So it's pretty much easy to do. So I will teach you how to do this. So I'm going to create an event handler for this button. This is an event handler we created in the previous video. So now what I'm going to do is I will first change the operation labels text. It will be equal to plus sign. Next what I'm going to do is I will try to add these texts. So this line just this is not going to work, of course, I know that. This will of course add the text of these 2 text boxes, and what I'm going to do is I will change label to stay to the addition of these things. I know this is not going to work as I wish, but I just want to demonstrate something. So let's try to run this program. So this is how it works. So if I type 12 and 2, we should get the answer 14, but as you can see the answer is 1 2 2, which is 1 2 and 2. For example, if I type something like this, the answer becomes this. So this isn't the answer. What the calculator does is it should get the sum of the numbers, not just write it alone, right? It should get the sum of the numbers. So for instance, if I type like this, it will give me 12. So that's not what I wanted. I needed 3, of course. So what we're going to do is we are going to do something called a conversion. As you can see, what we enter here is actually not numbers or integers specifically. They are called strings. String is a different data type. I think you know those things. I'm not going to teach all those things because it takes much more time, and those are the basics of programming. So if you don't know about those things, definitely stop watching this video and go to YouTube and search for something like that, and make sure you learn everything in those things. I will teach this to you in an intermediate level. So what this does is here we have a string, and also here we have the string. So when strings are added, what we get is the second string will be appended to the end of the first string. That's what will happen. Whenever you click on this plus button, the program will append this string or the text from this field to the first field. So the answer becomes 12. So what we need to do is we need to convert these strings into ints or doubles so that we could do real calculation. So for this, what we can do is I'm going to create a separate variable so that we can make it much more simpler. So I will create a variable called result as an integer. So this will be equal to system convert to int 16. So here what I will include is textbox1 text, right? So what this code will do is it will call the method in system convert namespace and the method called to int 16. This will convert any given value to an integer with 16 bits. When someone types something in the text box, for instance, if someone types 12, initially it's going to be a string, but after this method it will be converted into an integer so that we could perform calculations. What we want as the result is not just the conversion but also the addition of both of these texts. So what I will do is just copy the same thing, add it like this. So first this will convert text coming from the text box 1 to an integer. So next it will get added to the converted text coming from the text box 2. So now we can end it with the semicolon, and now what I will do is put result here. So again we should get an error. Yes, we get an error. So the error is the same thing. What we are trying to do is we are going to assign an integer to a string. So label to text is a string format. So when you're trying to assign an integer to a string, it also gives us an error. So what we need to do is convert this int to a string. So what I will do is write the same thing, but now I will use the string method. So this will convert the result into a string and then assign it to the label 2. So now if you try to run this one, it should work fine. So I will type 12 and here I will type 3. So what we should get is 15. Yes, it works. And also as you can see, the sign right here works. And also though I click on these buttons, it won't work. Those won't work as I haven't programmed those yet. And also as you can see, this has no meaning. It has meaning right here, but after these two text boxes it has no meaning. It just displays 15. What we need to do is append an equal mark to the front of this text. So I think you should know the answer for that. What we need to do is just add a string here like this and append the result to that. This is what we saw in the previous example. Two texts got appended, not mathematically, but they got appended when we include this plus sign. Let's try it again. Now I will try 23 and 1. So it should give us 24. Yes, it works, but this won't work with decimal numbers like this. As you can see, it gives us an error. So what you should do is use a double instead of this integer value. I think it should be assigned to you as a homework. You should change these variables into double values, which means they can hold even decimal points. So then we shouldn't get an error. So that's what I need you to do. And now what I'm going to do is I will create event handlers for all of these 4 buttons, and I will paste the previous code after modifying it. So the button 2 is the subtraction button. So what I will do is just change these icons. So this one will be multiplication. In programming and in computers, what we use as the multiplication sign is a star mark, and also for division you can use this, I don't know what you call it, backslash or something, backslash or front slash, I don't know. What you should do is press the button next to the shift key, right? I don't know what you call it, maybe I should google it. Yeah, so now let's try to run this program. Now it should work fine. Now if I type something like 12, I don't know why I like 12 this much, I don't know. Maybe you should guess and write in the comment section. Anyhow, I'll type 3. Now if we add these two numbers, we get 15, and if I subtract, we should get 9, and if I multiply, we should get 36, and also if I divide, we should get 4. And also I really missed this one. what we need to do here is we can just add the X mark here, because the user has no idea about what this mark does. In calculating, we should use this mark, the star mark, but when displaying we can use the X, so the program becomes much more user friendly. So now if I type the same thing, as you can see, it means a lot. So that's how you create a calculator, by using simple arithmetic functions and also conversions. I think you learned a lot. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon to get instant notifications whenever I publish a new video. So in the next video we are going to talk something more special than this. And also, if you like this video, hit like and also share this video with your friends, and also make sure you comment down below your ideas so I can understand your feelings. That's it for this video. Let's meet in the next video, and bye for now.